Hey guys, it's the Loud Guys. Today we are going to watch 5 soft drink brands that I only encountered after moving to America. So yes, this is a British guy telling us like, okay, these are the 5 drinks that I have encountered after moving to America. So it will be very interesting to watch because we are very much related to both American and UK companies, because we have seen many companies set up in India. And the thing is that in the thumbnail he has Mountain Dew. So Mountain Dew is available in India, and like I love it too. And the thing is, my first option is Sprite. There is a drink called Sprite in India. If that is not available, then I go for Mountain Dew. So we will see what are the soft drinks here, because I have seen some soft drinks like called Dr. Pepper. Like those are not available in India. Those can be imported, but not yet like widely available in India. So let's see this video.
And literally I love liquid things. Basically I do love soft drinks, I do love coffees, tea and all, and I do I do not like to eat food, basically solid food, that much the way I like to consume liquid food. And if we talk about in India, so there are so many drinks in India, and among them my favorite one is Coke. I always try, whenever I go to the cafes and all, I drink Coke only. And if the Coke is not available in the market, then definitely I would go for the Mirinda and for Fanta, because I do love orange juice so much. This could be the reason. But yeah, I'm so much excited to know about these 5 drinks, and I'm also so much excited to know that these drinks are available in India. And I hope he gonna also tell us the taste of it, like the flavors. He gonna talk about the flavors of it. If we talk about the Sprite, so there is a freshness after drinking it. You will get that freshness. You will get fresh after drinking it. And same with the Mountain Dew and all. But maybe so he also going to tell us the flavor about it, so we can predict that what going to be happen after drinking the that drinks. So yeah, I'm so much excited to watch this video. So let's watch the video.
And also we can match like how many drinks are available in India too. So let's watch this video.
I know there's a lot of Mountain Dew fans out there. I'm not picking a fight with you or the company. And in any event, I'm not the person to take advice from. I come from a country that puts fries on bread. Hello, I'm Lawrence, and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to fizzy drinks, or pop, or soda, or canned tooth decay. Of course, growing up in Britain, I'm no stranger to bad teeth, nor to the fact that both countries know a thing or two about soda. For its part, Britain revels in some of its own brands, but there are own brands, and then there are own brands. And then of course Britain has brands of soda from the very country I've now lived in for 12 years. And this includes some of the big names like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Fanta and Listerine mouthwash. What do you mean? Of course we can include it. Listerine mouthwash is widely available all across the UK. But there are certain sodas, and by sodas I'm using the broad definition of carbonated beverage, that America is either keeping to itself or hadn't had the courtesy to introduce me to them while I lived in Britain. In other words, this video is all about those soda brands that I only encountered after moving to America.
Oh, Mr. Pibb?
One of the very first drinks that I had in the United States of America after the tequila was a bottle of Mr. Pibb. Mr. Pibb, thought I, isn't that interesting? A drink with a person's name and title in the title. Wherever seen that before? Well, it turns out that Mr. Pibb is Coca-Cola's answer to Dr. Pepper. In fact, I was reading today that when it first launched, it did so under the name of Peppo, prompting Dr. Pepper to sue Coca-Cola for trademark infringement. Funnily enough, no such lawsuit was brought forth by the similarly named Pepto-Bismol, which also tastes like medicine. And I like how Dr. Pepper is somehow okay with Mr. Pibb, which sounds like Dr. Pepper's less qualified cousin. That said, Dr. Pepper, to which I was once horribly addicted, enjoys a successful life in Britain, whereas Mr. Pibb was presumably refused entry. When it comes to UK immigration, it pays to have a doctorate. But what makes my first encounter with Mr. Pibb intriguing is that it was discontinued 7 years before I moved to the United States. So how did you do that then, Lawrence? Asks Uncle Toby. Was it time travel? Not on this occasion. First of all, upon its discontinuation, it was rebranded as Pib Extra. But that doesn't make any sense to me because I distinctly remember being introduced to a Mr Pibb, and no, there were no handshakes because the fizz would have gone everywhere. Well, apparently Mr Pibb was and is still in circulation in some states. Now, of course, it's entirely possible that in 2020, my current state of Illinois and my previous state of Indiana now only stock Pib Extra, but I wouldn't know. Because, and this is an important piece of information, I gave up soda in 2014, and I also don't obsess over the branding of fizzy drinks until today. That said, while you won't find a drink with a pib in it in most places in the world, most places in the world aren't Japan.
Oh, Pibsan?
Yeah.
Coke
From
Zero,
hero
we
to
had
Coke
that in
Zero.
India.
This is one of those Coca-Cola brands with which I wasn't familiar until I
claims
moved
that
to
it doesn't have
Indiana.
any
And really, that's just down to timing, something ironically that YouTube user Prince William Official thinks I have zero of. Because in the United States, Coke Zero was launched just a couple of years before I moved here. And when I moved here, the United Kingdom, while by no means having zero Coke, had zero Coke Zeros. In the intervening years, this has apparently changed, so for once, both my British and American viewers know what I'm talking about. Second thoughts, don't comment on that. So what is Coke Zero? Well, it's basically
No sugar.
Coca-Cola that claims to be sugar-free. Essentially, it's the drink I thought I was making at the age of 9 when I poured Coca-Cola through a sieve to extract all the sugar. It just ended up tasting like liquid metal cough drops.
RC Cola.
No matter
Yeah,
where
even
you look,
this
it
is
seems like
available in-
every single soft drink has its
version of
cheap
the
alternative
Coca-Cola.
knockoff. Dr. Pepper has Mr. Pibb, Pepsi has Diet Pepsi, and in America, Coca-Cola has RC Cola. And I say in
Show
America,
us.
but it turns out that this alternative is available in 67
Yeah, it is
other
in India,
countries,
see.
none of which are the United Kingdom. On the one hand, this is ironic because the letters RC stand for Royal Crown. On the other, it would be difficult to market this drink in Britain because RC sounds like RC.
RC.
As for the drink itself, it did originate in the United States, and what does it taste like? Well, have you had Coca-Cola? It's like somebody took that and disguised it with a comedy mustache.
Oh.
It's basically one of those drinks that gets relegated to being a chaser, which in some ways can be beneficial for that drink because you get so plastered you think it's amazing, and then you tell everybody on Twitter about it at 4 a.m. Now, I've just realised it is possible that if you're reading my tweets at that time of the morning, you might be the sort of person that consumes this.
Monster, it is also
My
available in
first
India.
job in the United States was working as a call center agent. And for anybody that doesn't know, working in a call center is all about metrics. So how many daily calls are you taking? How frequently are you resolving your customer's issue?
Yeah.
And good grief, Josh is taking his 9th toilet break. But there's one metric that stood out to me more than most: the amount of staff members drinking something called Monster Energy.
Yeah.
What are all of these tins with what
I have
looks
never
like a
drank
graffitied
this.
version of the letter M? Is this a nightmare version of McDonald's? So I inquired, and the general consensus seemed to be that this was an awesome alternative to coffee. The problem was, people were so busy focused on the energy part, they forgot that it also turns you into a monster. It's like most energy drinks. When I lived in the UK, I was addicted to Red Bull because it did give me a buzz. It did give me an energy surge for 2 hours. And then the crash sets in. And speaking of crashes, not even the 2008 recession could stop Monster from taking over Britain. Now it does sound like a nightmare. The point is, Monster, while it hasn't actually taken over Britain, does now have a presence there. And for anybody wondering, this is probably helped in large part by the fact that Monster sponsors just about every extreme sport under the sun. Britain, for its part, is more than happy to consume these extreme sports, as well as green things, as evidenced by this.
Mountain Dew.
Well, that was a weird segue, Lawrence. I thought Mountain Dew wasn't available in Britain, hence its inclusion in your thumbnail. And to Uncle Toby, who's probably writing that as we speak, I say, fair point, and shut up. Because caveats are a chief ingredient of this very entry. Firstly, let me just state that my very first encounter with Mountain Dew, or as Hoosiers call it, Mountain Dew, or just Dew, was very early on in my time living in Indiana, and how best to describe it, I'm not really sure. But tastes vaguely but not strongly of lemon and or lime.
A fizzy
It was sort
drink.
of middle of the road, or should we say, centre of the mountain trail. It was neither the reason I gave up pop nor an incentive to go back to it. It's just there.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of Mountain Dew fans out there. I'm not picking a fight with you or the company. And in any event, I'm not the person to take advice from.
Yeah.
I come from a country that puts fries on bread. But I also come from a country I discovered today that has flirted with Mountain Dew. Firstly, it was apparently released in the United Kingdom in 1996, presumably to little fanfare, because it was phased out in 1998. However, I was today years old when I discovered that a different tasting drink by the name of Mountain Dew has been available in the UK since
we have the
2010.
UK version then.
That's it for this episode. Let me know in the comments below if you think I should have that version of Mountain Dew shipped over here so I can compare the two, thus lifting temporarily my abstinence from soda pop.
This was a fun video, and we got to know that he talked about the 5 drinks, and I have tried like 3 drinks from them. Like first one is he talked about the Zero Coke, so it is also, you know, you can also found it on India, and it is also so famous in McDonald's basically, and I do think that that drink is a whole scam, because you know it claims that it doesn't have any sugar, it doesn't have any calories, but we all know, deep down we all know that it has calories, it gives you it is gonna make you fat. And we have also, you know, tried Mountain Dew, and Parvin in the starting of the video, Parvin told that he loves Mountain Dew, and this guy told us that he doesn't like it, and he talked about the bad things about the Mountain Dew. And if I talk about myself, so I also, you know, it's not like that I don't like Mountain Dew. It's like, okay, for me it's a okayish drink. I would rate it like 6 out of 10. But we have also, I do think that I have also tried that, you know, a second version of the Coca-Cola, which he was talking about. I'm not sure about it, but like I do think so. But yeah, I really enjoyed this video so much. And firstly, he talked about that Mr. Peter, I forget the name of it, that drink, and that you know, I really like the packaging of it, and I found it looks like that Red Bull bottle, something like that. So maybe it give I don't know that how does it taste like. Please tell us in the comment box that how does it taste like. And in this video he didn't talk about the, you know, flavors of it. If you would talk about the flavors of it, then we could, you know, imagine that how does it taste, but he didn't, so we cannot. So yeah, I really like this video, and this video was kind of, you know, fun to watch.
Yes, and in India we do not even have Mr. Pibb, and also we do not have Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is available in like some, you know, imported shops that there are, but not in like every shop that you can get all the other soda drinks, because Dr. Pepper I think is too salty, and we Indians normally tend towards like a sugary drink, and that's how we enjoy. That's why we have Coca-Cola. We have one drink that we have of our own, that is Thumbs Up, that I don't think so you guys might have, because like it was made in India, then it was acquired by Coca-Cola, so it is a bit sweeter version of Coca-Cola, but it is still very good to have, and it is very punchy. If you like cool it properly, then it is very, very enjoyable to have. And as far as Mountain Dew is concerned, then Mountain Dew we have of the UK version, because MTN Dew we don't have that version, we have the UK version only, and we also have the same color that was there in that Mountain Dew. So I do have to taste the US version Mountain Dew, because I have to see like if the way he was saying it is very blandish, or it is something like it is just there. Because the other Mountain Dew, that the UK version that we drink, is not just there. It is very good. It is not as good as the Sprite version, but it is good, and you can like have that drink because it provides a very different taste to that you can get from Coca-Cola or Pepsi. So it is everybody has their own taste, and also he has left soft drinks, and even I am trying to like go away from these soft drinks, because they are very, very sugary and they make you a lot of fat a lot. So what do you guys think about it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share, and
Subscribe.
bye.